All right, so we're all finished with Subnautica. We have conquered the lands. We've gone down into the deep. We killed a giant monster. And we saved the AI that was in our brain, old Alan, and got him back home to his people. Let's see. So my review of it, my feelings, my thoughts, it was really good. It was really good. I don't know if the ending was really for me. I kind of think she's going to get lonely and want to go home at some point. And are they going to be able to get her home? It's like a whole new bag of worms now, right? And it was never really resolved as to whether or not the alien race was actually cured or whatever. It was an open-ended ending, and I like a little bit of finality to it, if you will. Like in the first one, you got off the planet and you were on your way home. Seems pretty good. Hey, everybody's happy, right? So I'd say that was probably an ending that I enjoyed more. And it felt like you did something to get off the planet. You had to build the big rocket ship, right? And not just get cured and then disappear into the void. Which is what we kind of did here. We got the cure on accident, actually. That was kind of a whole debacle, right? You can wander and explore around and accidentally ruin the flow of the story. So you're supposed to go to Delta Station, right? And go see where your sister was supposed to be or something. That's where the people were. You go there and you encounter Margaret for the first time, and rather than chasing down Margaret, which is what you're supposed to do in the story, I decided to go and explore the map, and I ended up stumbling into some of the stuff that's supposed to happen right before the end game, and there's nothing to stop me from just completing it. I found the cure for the virus on accident, and then I accidentally stumbled into the gargantuan Leviathan and gave the cure to him and solved that riddle. And then suddenly I got this piece of the storyline that was just like out of place and didn't make any sense. And you were just like, that's what my sister was here doing. We finished her work. I feel so good. I was like, what? Okay, I guess. I mean, I didn't even know that we were doing that. So that is a little bit of a knock on the game, is that the story didn't quite flow. And I know that's really hard to do in this kind of game, but that's what the tech levels are for, right? Like, you're supposed to keep me separated from those things via depth modules or whatever else, right? You could have put some sort of I don't know, like wall or barrier in the way that I couldn't get access to until I got some level of technology to get into that gargantuan Leviathan cave. Or maybe I needed explosive to get into the cave that only Margaret could give me. And that would have solved that. Now I can't just go into the gargantuan cave. Maybe I did find the cure, but I can't go into the cave until I have a thing. So some sort of story guide, or a little bit better guided story, is probably my biggest problem with the game. Second thing, too many beak creatures. Everything has a beak. Look at the little Pingu guy. He's got a beak. Squid shark has a beak. The first Leviathan you encounter has a beak. There's just a lot of beaks. Then there's Chompy Boy, the weird little horse dude that has a beak. The horse mermaid. Just a lot of beaks. Snowstalkers have a beak? No, they kind of, I don't know. Anyway, just a little too similar of creatures for me. A little more diversity there would have been okay. But not terrible. Not enough so that I would take away like a point on it. So let's just say we're at like 9 out of 10 still, right? And then the last thing is that the map was a little bit smaller, especially once you started to understand what was around you. It was just not the same size. You didn't get that feeling of the vastness, right? It was a very circular area with, you know, like 3 top layer biomes. You had the ice patch. I guess it was more than that, but it felt like 3 because the seaweed area was so big. And then you had the island in the center, and then all the things just went around it. Not too hard to figure out where that sort of stuff was. In the first one, they put all the important things on the outside edges, and then just left lots of space in between in the middle. and it kind of gave it a little bit more of a sense of being big, I guess. But this one, not so much. I didn't feel like it was very big, and it didn't get very deep. I think the deepest we got was 800 or 900 meters or something like that. The first one, you end up down like 1800, I think, is the end of the lava zone. So you get down in there in the first one. Or in my case, if you get yeeted through the floor, then you go to 8,000 meters. But that's not intended. All in all, I'd say the lack of expansion. I know they added in the land part, right? But you're just building on top, like it's a top layer. It wasn't like it was that vast or that crazy of a land area. So I think, you know, they could have still made it bigger underwater or added more feel to the area. You had the big canyon area with the bridges, right? And that never really went anywhere. It went down about 300-400 meters, and then it was just nothing there. Like there was an alien artifact, a squid shark, and some dead ends. And it was like, man, why? There could have been something cool in there. There could have been an entryway into another biome. There could have been all kinds of stuff, but nope. So -1 point for that, and I think I will just call that an 8 out of 10. But a good 8 out of 10 that really left me feeling like, yeah, that was a great game, a fun story, and a great sequel to the first one. So hopefully, you know, if they ever do a third one, which I don't know how you would do, I think at this point they should probably just make a whole new storyline, something neat. Who knows what the manufacturer could do. But or the developer, yeah, that's probably a better word. Manufacturer. They're not making a physical thing to give me. That's madness. But yeah, that's my review for this. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put together a highlight reel of some of my favorite clips. Probably make I don't know, 5-6 minute long, and then put that out for you guys later. But for now, that's gonna do it. And thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.